Hello, tutor and partners. Units 1, 2, and 3 final. Unit 2, assignment 2 by Julie Pauline Parra. The first question is: does the story have a theme? What is the story about? What is the central idea? It's implicit or explicit. The theme is about a mystery and the worst, that is the in room number 13 of a hotel. Mr. Henderson is a writer who travels a town and stays in a hotel called the Golden Lion. He stays at the room 12. When you arrive at the hotel, you realize that the person receiving the dice that is room 12 and 14. The first night, he hears some noise and goes out into the hall or corridor and realizes that the noise comes from room 13. Then, before going to bed, look out the window and smoke a cigarette. At this moment, see the shadow of a person as with a cap in room 13 that is next door. On another night, he hears noise and decides to look in the hall or corridor. When that door opens and hands come out with long and dirty nails. At this moment, he is scared, right? With the owner of the building. At this moment, they know on the door, and this suddenly disappears. The next day, they realize that there is a hole and a box with papers. At that moment, they proceed to read what it says, and it's a letter written in a language that is not understood, and with red ink that looks more like blood. This story, I consider that I has explicit but also explicit part. I explain everything that happens, and the explicit thing is that they say that there is something or someone in that room, but in the end they don't say with certainty that it's okay. But B answer: who is the protagonist of this story? Try to establish his or her age, family, background, social class, and status and occupation. This protagonist is a writer. His name is Mr. Anderson. I think he is in his 50 years. His social class is average. Maybe he is huge, quiet, robust, and polite. Okay, the C question: what is the problem presented in the story? Who was the problem solved at the end? The problem is that there is no room 13, and when they discover that if there is, then the great mystery of is the find out who is in this room because at the night there are no noise. This problem is solved in the end because they hit the room and this disappears the next day. They realize that there is a box with papers and there is a letter written as in blood. For for another question is the question. D. At what point in this story is the tension highest? Is that the dramatic climax? I think the dramatic climax is when they see a hand sticking out the door and they see that door disappears. It's a great mysterious. Okay, E. Does the story involve an epiphany or moment of insight, revelation, or self-realization for the protagonist or for the reader? How is the moment presented? This moment is when they find the box, and this is a letter written in blood. Apparently, this is a moment of understanding for the protagonist. And finally, thank you for watching and listening.